Hello friends! We reached the middle of the presentation and ready to animate slide 9. In this slide, I want to show you another way to create animated slider in PowerPoint. But first let's fix the animation of our background video. It is similar to the one we did before. Go to Animation pane and drag the video animation marker under the trigger sign to top. For users of PowerPoint 2019, remove one of the animation markers. And as for the previous versions of PowerPoint, you will have the only one. Okay, we can start the slider. We need to animate 3 images inside the tablet. Let's find them in the selection pane and disable 2 upper images. That's how we want it to start, with the bottom image. Next, enable and select the second image and add the entrance effect, wipe. Direction from right. The default speed is good, 0.5. Okay, now we need to apply the same animation to the last image. Enable it and choose the wipe animation, direction from right. Looks simple, isn't it? Let's make it a bit complex. Animate arrows and buttons of the tablet. Select the left arrow and choose the entrance animation fade. We want it to appear after the second image will move to the screen. So let's position it under this image in the animation pane. Next, select the right arrow and add exit animation fade out. We want to hide it after our slider stops playing. Position it under the last image in animation pane. Also, I want to animate the bottom circles. They will illustrate the order position of each slide. But first we need to add extra circle on top of them. Select the first circle and zoom up the slide, so it was easier to work. Duplicate the circle and change the color to white. Position it right on top of the first circle. Then, click the upper white circle and holding the Ctrl-Shift keys, move it over the next circle, creating the copy of the shape and moving along the same axis. And do the same for the last one. We can zoom out to see the entire slide. Next, we need to animate them. Select the first white rectangle and apply exit animation, fade out. It should disappear at the same time as the second slide and the left arrow appear. So let's move it close to them in the animation pane. Also, when it disappears, the second circle should appear. Click it and apply the entrance animation fade in. Move it up in the animation pane to the first oval. And now we need to animate the last circle and hide the second one. Select the oval that we just animated, click Add Animation and add Exit Animation Fade Out. Now it should have 2 animations. Also select the last white circle and apply the entrance animation Fade In. Great, we did it! Now the opening and transitions. For the opening, insert the new rectangle to the size of the slide. Change the color to blue and remove the outline. Select it and apply the exit animation split. Direction vertical out, duration 0.25. And move it on top of the animation pane. And for the transition, let's add 2 more shapes. Insert Shapes right triangle. Stretch it to the size of the slide, so it covered half of the slide. Change the color to pink and remove the border. Also, let's flip it vertical. Duplicate to create one more similar shape. Next, we need to rotate it 180 degrees. Open the rotation options and type 180 degrees. You can close rotation pane, align it to the center. Make sure both shapes cover the entire slide. If you see the background, you can adjust the size of triangles or add the border. In my case, I will select both shapes and add the pink border for better appearance. Now we need to animate them. Select both shapes and apply fly-in animation. Duration 0.25. Also change the direction. For the left rectangle, from left, and for the right one, from right. Great, we finished it. And now need to adjust timing. First, as always, select all animations in the animation pane and change Start with Previous. Good. Now the timing. Let's hide the upper pink triangle for now to see the rest. So the first blue rectangle should disappear first. Delay 0. Let's also hide it. We didn't animate the first image on the slide, and I want to keep it on the screen a bit before the second image appears. So select the second animated image and change delay to 1. The same delay, 1, should have the left arrow and first two bottom ovals. One disappears and second appears. Now the third image. It should appear after a short pause. Delay 2.25. The same delay we need to apply to the right arrow and third white circle. Okay, good. We can enable back our hidden layers. Finally, select the animation of two last triangles, our transition, and change delay to 3.25. Great, we finished the animation and can preview it. Play all. One more important detail, the video. Its length is longer than duration of the animation, and auto transition will not work. In the second slide, we fixed it by setting the time of transition. This time, I want to show you another way. Select the video in the selection pane, the bottom layer. Go to Playback tab. It appears when you select Multimedia file, and click Trim Video. Here you can select any start and stop timing. Let's change the stop to 3.5, the time when our slide should switch to the next one. You can also spend some time to examine the Playback tab because it includes many useful tools to work with video files. Still, we need to go to Transition tab and mark checkbox next to After. If you didn't trim the video, change the after timing to 3.5. Great, I see you in the next lesson.